Aloha mai kako. My name is Trinette Furtado. I currently live in Kula, but I come from Maui, Komohana. Many generations. Being on the ground and going in from the very beginning, I passed by houses that I used to sleep over. Friends' places that we used to duck below the fences so that we wouldn't get caught and smacked by parents for being late for things. Lahaina is my papa hanau. And to see how they're being treated consistently, even now, breaks my heart. I have a hard time telling Auntie, whom I visit on Niheu Street, that our government really cares about her when she's told that if she leaves, she's not going to come back because the air quality is bad. Though she sees influencers and media and all sorts of other people walking all over what could possibly be the ashes of our loved ones. It hurts. The emergency proclamation that the governor had given for building of housing protects nothing. It makes no affordable housing available for anybody, but allows rampant development. And I'm just going to say that now, nothing in the proclamation conserves anything for affordable housing. Looking at housing as we move forward, I absolutely love your mana'o. Nothing about us without us. We cannot say it's a kako thing if it's not a kako thing, if it's a lako thing, if it's an oko thing. It must be kako. Because that's where we make our connections. And that's what I see. Not in this chamber, the connections that I make when I go to the hubs, and you all have seen it if you have been there yourselves, the connections you make with people. Alo, he alo, right? It's a kako thing. They feel comfortable to tell you what's wrong. They feel comfortable and confident that you will help them when no one else seems to be doing so. Access to language harms many. Access to transportation to even get here harms many. Access to technology to even get online and testify harms many. And there, we lose them and it does not become a kako thing. No matter how much we want to say it is, it isn't. When we think about kako, we must also think of those who were unsheltered prior to this disaster, who now absolutely face even more stigmatization, even more demonization. They are pushed out of hotels even faster than our loved ones that have lost homes. And these people lost homes through no fault of their own. A disaster. That the proclamation, we could have been producing homes all these many decades. So the fault of homes not being produced isn't because of the protections we have in place. The fault is government. The fault is will of people. We see now with private individuals, as Autumn Ness had said, when you have the will to build something for people, it happens. We're seeing that with the church Family Life Center. You know, we're seeing that happen on private levels. When you have the will and the desire to do something, it happens. When you don't, we see that it doesn't. And it has been decades of we don't. The moratorium loopholes, I want to discuss that really quick. So say the moratorium on evictions is extended. It doesn't close the loophole of people who evict others, claiming to bring in immediate family members so that they can then raise the rent and then rent it to someone else. Nobody goes back to check to make sure that immediate family members are there. So that's one of the things that we need to look at when we're looking at the moratorium. And a very last thing on the housing, if we're looking at funding and subsidizing, especially people that are out of Lahaina, way out of Lahaina, with private infrastructure and units that they will get to keep and not the families, are we creating private developers and private developments in the process? That's something that we need to consider. Thank you for your time.
Members, questions for our testifier? Seeing none. Thank you so very much for your words.